I had always been a fan of late-night drives, the serenity of the empty roads, and the feeling of freedom. But one night, my love for these drives was tested in a way I never expected. It was a little past midnight, and I was driving home from a friend's house in a rural area. The roads were deserted, and I decided to take a shortcut through an old, abandoned highway I'd discovered a few months back. It was a longer route, but saved me from the traffic lights and intersections of the main road. As I drove along the highway, the full moon cast an eerie glow over the landscape. Tall trees lined the road, their branches forming ghostly shapes in the darkness. Despite the unsettling atmosphere, I felt strangely calm. Suddenly, my car's radio crackled to life, even though it had been off. Static filled the airwaves, and then a faint, ghostly voice whispered, "Turn back." I glanced at the radio, my heart pounding. I switched it off, thinking it was just a weird, technical glitch. I continued driving, but the feeling of unease grew stronger. Up ahead, my headlights caught something on the side of the road. It was a figure standing perfectly still. As I got closer, I saw it was a man dressed in tattered clothes, his face obscured by shadows. He was holding a sign that said, "Help." I slowed down, contemplating whether I should stop. The man's head slowly turned to face me, and as my headlights illuminated his face, I saw that his eyes were hollow sockets. Panic surged through me, and I sped past him, not daring to look back. A mile down the road, my car abruptly stalled. The engine died, and the headlights went out, plunging me into darkness. I frantically tried to restart the car, but it wouldn't turn over. The only sound was the wind rustling through the trees. I sat there, gripping the steering wheel, trying to calm my racing heart. Then, in the rearview mirror, I saw movement. The man was walking toward my car, his hollow eyes fixed on me. I locked the doors and grabbed my phone, but there was no signal. The man reached my car and began tapping on the window, the sound echoing in the silence. "Help me," he whispered, his voice chilling to the bone. I shook my head, too terrified to move. Suddenly, the tapping stopped. I looked up, and the man was gone. My car roared back to life, the headlights flickering on. I didn't hesitate. I floored the gas pedal and sped away from that cursed highway, not stopping until I reached the safety of my home. To this day, I don't know who or what that man was. I've heard stories of ghosts haunting that old highway, lost souls searching for help that never comes. I've never taken a night drive since, and I always avoid that abandoned highway. Some roads are best left untraveled.